Greetings and salutations, friends. I am Nimithrander, and we pick up once again in the Festival of Sub-Zerus. And we just need to wait a little longer and we can meet up with the rest of the gang and get this party started. Okay. Oh, I see. That doesn't count as the next day, huh? Alright. We'll go the long way around again. Okay, that should definitely count as 8 AM on the next day.
Time to meet up with everyone again. We need to go to Party's DI. Come on, let's go check out how the preparations are going.
Maybe she overslept.
Who overslept? Are you referring to Kale by chance? I don't see her around.
We're here! What's got you all looking so worried?
Nilu? What happened?
Oh, maybe she's just running late.
But I was told she had left first thing this morning.
And now Sino's here, but Nilu's still nowhere to be found.
This is getting a bit disturbing. We can't have our main dancer absent for the festival. Any progress solving the robbery case, at least?
We interrogated the people in charge of the caravan on the day of the incident. But they were technically the victims of the case, and all their goods were lost, so there was no evidence to investigate.
Unfortunate.
Their goods are certainly suspicious, but until we recover them, all we can do is to observe the caravan under the guise of protection. We contacted the original seller of the gem. Apparently, he sold the other half to a young man in the desert, but that's all he could tell us.
Young man in the desert. Well, probably Sethos, then. He's the most likely candidate from people we know.
Wait, you think Nilu's disappearance is connected to all this?
Traveler, Candice, there's no time to waste. Let's try to follow her trail.
Indeed.
Tainari, can you stay back and explain the situation to everyone when they arrive?
Oops, cut off sign out. I think we're going to the Grand Bazaar, though. Yep, to the Grand Bazaar. Okay. We have a little ways to run. That shouldn't take us too long. The decorations are quite nice. Now the place covered in flowers.
Keep up.
There we go. Here's the gate.
Mr. Zubair!
Oh, hello. Did you need something?
We're looking for Nilu. Do you know where she is?
Nilu. She left bright and early this morning. Said she had to help out a friend.
Was she by herself? And did you happen to see which gate she used to leave the city?
Well, she definitely left alone. As for the direction, I think she left through the gate to the north.
Well, thank you then.
So, the complete opposite direction of Paradis Di.
Wonder what sent her that way.
Did something happen? This is no time for practical jokes, you
No,
know.
this is no joke, unfortunately.
Mr. Zubair, could you send word to Paradis Di if Nilu comes back to the Grand Bazaar?
Of course. I'm sure she just got caught up in something. Still, let me know if you
Of
find her.
course.
We will. All right. Let's leave through the north gate and see what we can find.
Very well. Not much else to do, really. Looks like we're going to have to follow her trail. Making me wonder if we could use elemental sight to pick up her tracks. She does have a vision, after all.
Miss Nahida, have you seen Nilu this morning?
Nilu? Oh, yes. I saw her head out of the city. She was wearing the prettiest outfit.
Different from her usual one, I take it, so she must be wearing the, what was it? The Simulanka Forest Fairy outfit.
Which way did she go?
That way, I believe.
Was there anyone following her? Did everything look okay?
I mean, it looked like she was in a good mood. She even stopped to say hello. And no, I didn't see anyone else.
All right. Thank you.
Alright then. So, following the trail yet further. Still no sign of any real trouble yet.
Excuse me. Have any of you seen Miss Nilu from Zubair Theater come this way?
Yes, General. I saw Miss Nilu cross the bridge after leaving the city this morning. There was a man waiting for her on the other side.
A man, you say?
Wait, could that be the person who bought the second gem?
Did you see the man's face?
Unfortunately, no. He was too far away.
In that case, did you see what he was wearing? Could you give us a general description of him?
Understood. If she comes back this way, tell her to find me at Paradis Di.
Pretty poor police work there, Sino. You should have asked what his clothing was. And you could probably get the skin color from a distance, too. Oh well.
Yes, General.
Let's keep going.
Yes, fundamental police work. You first see if you can identify somebody with a name, obviously. A name and a photo is best, but if you lack that, you then go by more general description. Was it a man or a woman, young or old, what were they wearing, and so on and so forth. You try to narrow it down as much as you can. And Sino did absolutely none of that right there. Oh well.
The trail ends here. There's no one else we can ask for clues.
Well, unfortunately, this is right outside Sumeru City. So there's gonna be a lot of foot traffic here. No way we're finding Nilu specifically out here. Not just looking for the tracks, anyway.
With this many traces, it's easy to get mixed up. Let me take a closer look.
Oh, it's an Aranara. Excuse me for a moment, you two. There's something I need to do over there.
Sure. We'll continue analyzing the footprints over here.
Yep, please do. Oh, I will. Little Aranara. What are you doing here?
Arasaka, it's you!
Why would you have to hide from me? I'm the Golden Nara, aren't I?
Why would you need to hide? We're friends, aren't we?
And why is that?
Oh, why?
All of what, Slip? Is there another conspiracy in Sumeru? Apart from our own, throw a birthday party for Nahida?
Let things slip, huh? Okay, we just have one question. Did you see a girl walk by?
Did you happen to see a Nara with red hair? And beautiful like a flower?
Really? Which way did she go? A messy pile of rocks?
Probably the ruins near the Fane of Ashvata.
Oh, that makes sense! Thank you, Arasaka.
Indeed.
Arasaka, about the other thing you mentioned.
Oh, you won't. Oh.
Well, guess that ends this conversation. Well, let's tell Sino and Candice what we learned.
Yes, not much. Not much else we can do, apparently. Okay, guys, I have some intel.
The Fane of Ashwata? Where did you get this information?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Well, we were tipped off by some friends. We can vouch for the information.
All right. I trust you.
I thank you for that. Another vision. More trouble ahead.
Another vision?
Voices, what did they say? Someone pursuing Nilu, perhaps?
Was Nilu one of the voices? Let's head towards the ruins for now. The vision could mean we're on the right track.
Yes. Usually the visions are prompted, seemingly, by danger. That's twice at least that we've had accidents happen right after a vision. So, quite probably something unfortunate. Yeah, let's avoid Hilichurl engagements. Don't need the hassle at the moment. And besides, Nilu might be in trouble. Might as well grab a few mushrooms while we're on the way. Oh yeah, I know this place. This should be full of treasure hoarders.
We should be getting close.
This area is usually full of treasure hoarders. Nilo could be in danger.
Yep, just like I thought. Oh, there's Nilu, and yep, she's in the forest fairy outfit.
Hey!
Yep, definitely in the forest fairy outfit, like I thought.
I don't think she can hear us. We're too far away.
Come on, let's go!
Looks like she's down by the riverbed here. Nice little waterfall. Yep, that's definitely the forest fairy outfit.
Nilu! Nilu, we knew there'd be a bad guy with you. Leave her alone, you...
Yep, Sethos.
Huh?
Sethos, just like we thought. Yep, and this is the first time meeting Sethos. Sethos, Wisdom's Measure. No scholar who studies King Desheret's civilization fails to understand the significance of the Temple of Silence, and Sethos is none other than the heir to this ancient organization and its history of over 1,000 years. After arriving in Sumeru City, he did not wish to be too conspicuous, and so chose to live in anonymity, crafting an ordinary identity. With his friendly smile and enthusiasm, this skilled conversationalist became part of the community almost as soon as he arrived. If you run into him on the street by chance, it wouldn't hurt to strike up a conversation. Perhaps he'll share a mysterious desert tale, long lost amidst the sands.
What are you doing here?
It's not that you shouldn't be, it's that there's no explanation yet for why you are.
Can't we stick to one question at a time? Oh wait, that one doesn't count.
What dreadful cacophony! Are we not allowed a quiet place to practice?
Sarosh. And a Sarosh that speaks, too. That's a surprise. Oh, I did the Bloomguard story on the main account a while back. And Sarosh and none of the Pari actually had any voices back then. Kind of interesting. Sarosh gets a voice now. And yet, most of the cast is silent now. Bit of an irony to that, I dare say. Yep, and haven't met her on this account. Sarosh, Bloomguard of the Pari. Sarosh is the Bloomguard of the Pari, an ancient race that lives within the Varukasha Oasis. Pari are manifested from the Kevrena of the divine bird Simurg. No idea if I'm pronouncing this right. And dwell deep within the desert in order to protect the land and suppress the abyssal calamity. As a younger Pari, Sarosh was always fascinated by the deeds of ancient heroes. Though she still enjoys being praised by others as much as ever, after having completed the rite of Absor with her Yasnapati, the Sarosh of today has already grown into a mature Bloomguard. Yeah, like I said, there was no voiced dialogue for any of the Bloomguard questline. So, I do apologize if I'm not pronouncing this correctly.
Sarosh!
Good to see you again. Kind of.
Ah, Pale Floater. And my Yasnapati!
You know this red floating being?
Excuse you. I, Sorush, am a noble Pari, and the Bloomguard of Quarina.
Quarina? Okay. I don't see a single W in that, but fine. Quarina.
Sarush is a Pari we met in the Vorukasha Oasis. She's really nice. You just have to get used to the way she talks.
Ah, you have the gem, don't you? And you know what it is. Even better. Yep, that's the gem, alright.
So you were the one who bought the other gem.
A Wijat Eye Pari. Sounds like something I've read about before. Now's not the time for riddles. Everyone in the city is still worried about Nilou.
You left a message. Well, we certainly didn't receive one.
Message? What message?
Don't tell me Rashnu fell asleep halfway there. Again?
I see. So, you sent a messenger with a history of falling asleep on the job. Isn't it fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, shame on you? Ay. Deliberately giving it to a poor messenger is kinda your fault.
Oh, hearing that name, this is all starting to check out.
Who's Rashnu?
Hold on, let's take this one thing at a time. First, what are you guys doing here?
Good question. Yep. Flashback time, I guess. Hopefully this doesn't take too long to load. Oh, here we go.
Sarush, they're here.
I've had enough of these insufferable rascals, wreaking havoc in the desert right and left.
Oh, Rashnu, the sleeper. Yes, there was an entire quest line to wake her up before.
Wake up, Rashnu! We need to teach them a lesson or we'll never get another good night's sleep.
All she does is get a good night's sleep. And a good day, and a good month, and a good year.
I'll trap them with my thorns when they pass by, and you can take care of the rest. Perfect! They don't stand a chance. Let's give them a taste of sheer terror!
You don't have to look so exuberant about terrorizing people. Oh, it's you.
What in the... thorns?
Boss, the wagon is stuck!
Huh?
Now!
Ah, so you're the ones who firebombed them.
Behold my might!
Bombs! There are bombs falling from the sky!
Ah! Stop panicking! Get the...
Yep, they didn't stand a chance.
Perish, you scoundrels!
Ah, Sethos. So that's how you met Sarosh.
Who might you be? Brazen youth! Have you any idea to whom you speak?
Anyone else? I'd say probably not, but Sethos is a member of the Temple of Silence. And there you have it.
So you're not entirely ignorant after all. Fine. I'm willing to call it a day.
So being buttered up made you change your mind. Yeah, that's Sarush, alright.
But if those scoundrels continue to disrupt the peace of this land, I will show no mercy.
I see.
You really can get along with anyone, huh?
Sethos fulfilled his duty well. I have come here for a monumental task.
What task?
I heard Lesser Lord Kusanali is currently celebrating her birthday in the city. As her familiars, the Pari have decided to bestow upon her a special gift.
Oh.
As decided by Elder Zervin, the Bloomguard of the Pari, that would be me, will present the Dance of Sebzerus to Lesser Lord Kusanali, a tradition passed down over the centuries.
So you're going to just steal the role from Nilou?
Good thing I did. How was I to know the current version is nothing like the original?
Well, there are bound to be changes over the centuries.
Yeah, this was kind of a problem with the Pari in the first place. They constantly whined about how little humans remembered of the ancient traditions and ways, but then absolutely refused to actually teach any of that tradition or history to the modern humans. Kind of causing their own problem, isn't it? Self-fulfilling prophecy. The humans know nothing, therefore I will not teach them, thus ensuring they know nothing. That's a matter for another day. Yep, you certainly look excited. I'm sure they'll be delighted, Nilou.
I appreciated young Nilou's determination, so I invited her here to practice in peace.
Oh, so that's what happened. Feels like we've been chasing bad guys for days, but in the end, there were no bad guys at all. It was all for Nahida's surprise.
A very pleasant surprise in itself. Yes, that's the point. We still don't know what they were about.
That would explain why they chose a remote path away from Aru village. They're lucky you didn't catch them in the act.
Rather grim of you, Candice.
Okay, remind Paimon not to get on Candace's bad side.
Yes, she is indeed.
Oh yeah! What exactly is this thing?
It was a gift from King Deshret to Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Huh. Ah, yes. That's a whole mess in itself.
I only know the basics. I never thought these two gems could be connected to the relic from the legend.
It's a recording device.
But the Ouija eye was lost after the cataclysm in Conria, buried deep beneath the sands.
And Lesser Lord Kusanali turned the Quarina into a divine bird, tasked with guarding the border between new birth and death, until the bird shattered into pieces and gave rise to the party.
So Candice actually saw things recorded by the Ouija eye.
Here's a thought. Why not give them to Nahida? They technically belong to her, after all, as the scion of Rakudevata. No to the temple, eh?
Technically, the eye belongs to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Why don't you just give it back?
Yep, that'd be my suggestion. On the one hand, everybody recorded in the Wedjed Eye is dead, and long dead at that, but... I don't know, I think I would kinda like having recorded memories. Oh, video evidence that they existed. It would be a nice reminder, a way to see them again. And I dare say that could be rather valuable. Putting it off to a day other than her birthday is a valid argument. So that part I will allow. We can put it off to another day, but I do believe it should be returned to her eventually.
I don't fully understand your reasoning, but if this is the decision of the group, as well as my Yasnapati, then I shall object no further. Well, are you going to let me teach the girl the dance of Sub-Zeros, or do you intend to drag this on incessantly?
She's got a point. Now that we know it was all a false alarm, let's go back and tell everyone what happened. They're probably worried.
Oh, most certainly.
I'll tell the other Matra to keep an eye out for that caravan. If we find evidence of any misconduct, we won't let them off lightly.
We appreciate that.
Focus! No more distractions! Now, follow along! Watch closely. 1 and 2 and...
I'm looking forward to the end result. And you keep a close eye on them, Sethos. Very well. Now back to Party STI. So that everyone can stop having a collective heart attack. Alright. Dia and Dunyarzad.
Nope, it was all just a misunderstanding.
A series of misunderstandings.
How are the preparations going?
I think I'll check it over later, though. We were so worried about you all. It was kind of hard to focus.
Great! We don't have to worry about missing the parade!
And what favor would this be? It would be my honor.
Whoa, Paimon's never heard you play music before!
I'm looking forward to it.
Actually, I have a favor to ask as well. These are the decorations for the flower carriage. Could you bring them to the sanctuary of Surasthana and hang them on the carriage?
Certainly.
Oh, it would mean a lot to have the Knight of Flowers personally decorated.
It would be my pleasure.
You can count on us! We're done. Now we just have to go to the sanctuary of Surasthana and hang the decorations on the flower carriage. Huh.
Looks like I interrupted again. Ay. Okay. Oh, looks like I don't have that one unlocked. Okay. So I'll have to run around a bit. For the eagle-eyed amongst you, you've probably noticed that this is actually the second account instead of the first, which I usually use for most of the limited time events. And the reason for that is rather annoying in its simplicity. I recorded the entirety of the Sabzeruz Festival up to this point on the first account, my main account, but at the last minute I lost all the footage for it. I lost a full hour. And so I was somewhat lucky in that I hadn't actually done the event yet on this account. So here we are, carrying on and redoing this part of the entire quest. Because unfortunately, you can't replay anything in Genshin. It's actually rather annoying. I know that the main story stuff isn't everybody's cup of tea, but I, for one, would really like a replay option. Oh, hold on. Looks like I went the wrong way. And it's gonna be a much longer load screen going out, because it's gonna have to load in all of Sumeru City instead of just the House of Daena. Okay. Alright, now we're heading up again. Hopefully it won't be daylight out again before I'm done. Just ascending the academia. Oh well. At least we get a nice look at the place again. And we finally made it. And the carriage is very lovely. Although I admit, having a swing set as the seating arrangement here, I imagine that would actually get a bit disorienting over a long journey. But no matter.
That should be good. All we need to do now is wait for the parade tomorrow.
Indeed. Alright. Let's wait until tomorrow. Ah, Nahida, you're up good and early. I am sorry for making you worry about that. But it will all be worth it in the end, I promise. Ah, he has a new outfit for this. Ah, but they are making it cutscene model, so they don't have to make an actual model in-game. Oh well.
Are those Parisaras?
Oh. The Aranara. Oh, and everyone can see them now. That is quite the blessing. Now that is how it should always have been. "500 years too late, but let us make up for that at least a little bit now." Getting a bit drunk, are we, Farazan? Fair enough.
On that topic, I wonder how much it's worth. An alarm. Yes, that's what I heard just now. Dear friends, a critical moment has arrived.
Oh no, this is gonna be a joke, isn't it?
It is time to come together and play Genius in...
Genius Invocation TCG. Yeah, I agree with Tainari. That is exactly the face I would make. Oh, nice little way to bow out, Tainari. What about you? Are you having fun?
Great Archon, you have a long life ahead of you. Isn't it too early to draw such a conclusion?
Well, we're glad you enjoyed it so sweetly. Now there's an idea.
Thank you for your kindness, Great Archon, but we Pari have our own duties, and we find the city a bit too noisy. Well, that's also true. I have fond memories of my adventures with Pale Floater and my Yasnapati.
Aw, really? Paimon's happy to hear that. It felt like this Sub-Zero's festival had surprises for everyone. When you called out the Aranara, Paimon nearly fell out of the sky in shock. No wonder Arasaka was so flustered. He was trying to keep it a secret. Oh, Paimon's sure everyone in Sumeru loved the surprise. It felt like a dream. Nahida?
It is no dream. It is real, Nahida. But if it were a dream, then it is a sweet dream. And may you remember it always. And we should do our best to remember it, yes indeed. Let's capture this moment forever, so that even if we wake up, this moment will never be lost. Simple. Camera. And everyone is still here. So we can get them to join in on this wonderful moment.
Pale Floater! This spot is reserved for the mighty Pari!
Paimon's the only one allowed to float next to him.
From now on, every time you look at this photo, you'll remember the joy of this moment. Now that is a lovely image. I think I might use that as a thumbnail for this video. And just to keep in general, frankly. Give her memories. And like that, we finished the main story of the Sub-Zero's festival event. Now, I think I'll stop here for the moment. In the next episode, we'll be looking into the loose ends. For example, what was up with that caravan with the hazardous materials that Sarosh blew up? But until then, if you've enjoyed this, please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Do check out my Elden Ring Let's Play. And as always, have a good day.